kind of look like they're splotchy in color and their fur is all patchy. Those are some of our fawns from last season. What's happening right now though with those fawns is because they're so young, they're a little easier susceptible, and they're battling an exotic louse, or exotic type of lice that is on them. And lucky for them, just like we saw the caribou had their vaccines this morning, those deer do get seen by the veterinarian. So they've been given a dose of medicine that's helping them fight that. They'll be okay. Just gotta wait, let it take its course, and have the hair grow back. In the wild though, it becomes a little bit more of a problem because if they lose all of their coat, it's harder to stay warm, as well as harder to be camouflaged and stay hidden from those predators. So here we go into our next habitat. You guys want to take a guess what this one is? A wetland. So a swampy marsh is a type of wetland. This one in particular we call mink marsh, and it's a seasonal wetland. So if you look out there and you see all of that water, last summer when it was really hot, all of that water was gone. It dried up completely. Then the rains came back into the fall and the winter and started flooding it out again. We do have some of our bonus animals out there, so we've got ducks and Canada geese. Like bonus animals, these are the critters that get to come and go as they please. And I want you guys to help me out because I do have to look at the road a little bit, but scan those logs, scan these wetlands really, really well. Because I've been told by a few of my coworkers that we have beavers back in the marsh. So if we're really lucky, we might get to see the bonus animal of a beaver out here working away. If we don't see the beavers out here though, you can still see beavers today. You just gotta walk through the main area of the park and go down to our wetland and forest animal enclosures and see the beavers down there. But I would be really excited to see the wild beaver living out here. So these wetlands are a vital part of the ecosystem. They kind of work like nature's kidneys. They're going to filter all of this water, make it nice and clean, but I'll tell you guys more about that later, because right now we have the trumpeter swans. So if you look down the hillside here, one of them is actually on the shore, right below me pretty much on the left, and the other one's out in the water. These guys are a mated pair. They're a monomorphic species, which means male and female look exactly the same, and they tend to mate for life. Now our swans here are flightless. They were injured in the wild, that's why they came to live here at Northwest Trek, where they don't have to worry about predators and having to fly away. But what that means is, whenever they have babies, they can't teach them how to fly. So we take their cygnets, or their little baby swans, and we take them to the Trumpeter Swan Society, where they get paired with foster swan parents that raise them how to fly, and raise them and teach them how to fly, and they get released back out into the wild and help bring up our wild swan population. Which, due to the fact that they have those huge wingspans of 8 feet and great big flight feathers, they were actually hunted to be used as pens back in the olden days when they rode with feathers to sea. They are starting to do better though, because we use metal pens now. Here's one of our bighorn sheep.
Oh, look at him.
Right
He's
here
so
on the
cute.
left-hand side. This is one of our ewes, or our females.
Oh, there he is. He looks like he's shedding.
Dirty. Little nesting boxes I was pointing out, those are one of the ways that Northwest Trek, we try to make a difference in the animals' lives by offering them substitute habitat. Because there are certain types of ducks, like the wood ducks out here, that if they can't find a suitable cavity up in a tree to nest in, they just won't nest at all, which means no babies. Because unlike some howler ducks and other waterfowl, they don't nest down on the ground. And that's an easy way to make a difference. You guys can even do that yourselves by putting up nesting boxes and stuff in your yard. invaded by beavers many, many years ago. However, the new beavers, the current beavers, are probably still using the very same lodge that was originally built. We have a big family group of black-tailed deer over here on the left, as well as our mountain goat. So the deer can travel in a variety of different types of family groups, anywhere from just 2 or 3 on up to about 15, 20.
Lonnie, look at me.
But then there's
Look at
also
me.
this bright white
Leia,
fluffy
look at me.
owl. This is one of our
Leia.
2 mountain goats. I see the other one coming up ahead too. The other one's going to be on the
cheese.
right-hand side. So if you're
I'm trying to get the deer behind you. In the picture. Oh, look at him.
Both of our mountain goats are female, so they are what we call nanny goats. If they were males, they would be billy goats. If they were babies, they'd be called kids. Easy way to remember. Nanny and Billy got together and had a kid. So where do you guys think mountain goats like to live? In the mountains, right? They are most at home way up on those rocky, steep slopes of the mountains. They've got a really great texture on the bottom of their hooves that allows them to grip those rocks while they climb around. And they can actually get all 4 of those hooves so close together, they can balance on the top of a little rock about the size of the palm of my hand. Here's our other mountain goat, like I was telling you, right here on the right-hand side, laying down at the edge of the road.
Look, let's go. Here it
And ours
comes.
are a mother-daughter pair, so I'm
Look for the
not
goat.
sure which one is which
Look,
unless they're
right
sitting
there.
right next to each other.
Right there.
Standing in conversation, I'm a black wolf and I continue.
Look at him. There's a mountain goat. Say hi, mountain goat.
That fluffy white coat of theirs helps them live way up there in the mountains. Because not only is it nice and thick, but it's actually made up of a series of hollow hairs that will help them stay insulated.
See the
And it's
goat?
very thick with lanolin oil.